Doa.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Ya Allah, sesungguhnya Engkaulah Tuhan yang mempunyai kebesaran dan keagungan, yang memerintah dan mentadbir alam sekalian. Tiada berlaku sesuatu melainkan dengan kehendak dan kekuasaan daripada-Mu jua. Kepada Engkaulah sebenar-benarnya tempat kami meletakkan harapan dan memohon pertolongan. Ya Allah, apalah kiranya dengan kemurahan-Mu Engkau anugerahkan kepada kami sebaik-baik ilham dan fikiran, dan berikanlah kami sebaik-baik pimpinan untuk menjalankan tugas dan kewajipan kami. Mudahkan kepada kami segala kerumitan dalam menyelesaikan persoalan-persoalan yang diperbahaskan di dalam sidangan kami ini, dan sampaikanlah kami kepada kata sepakat dan tujuan-tujuan yang muktamad demi untuk kepentingan dan kebaikan negara. Seterusnya, kepada Engkaulah juga kami harapkan agar segala usaha dan cita-cita kerajaan dalam rancangan-rancangan pembangunannya akan berhasil dan berjaya untuk membawa kemakmuran, keadilan dan kebahagiaan kepada rakyat seluruhnya. Amin.
Pemasyuran daripada Tuan Speaker.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Selamat pagi dan salam sejahtera. Ahli-ahli yang berhormat, I have granted leave of absence understanding order 81 to Yang berhormat Datuk John Sikitayai, Minister in the Premier's Department and Honourable Member for N60 Kakus. Yang berhormat Datuk Dr. Haji Abdul Rahman bin Haji Ismail, Deputy Minister for Food Industry and Honourable Member for N79 Bukit Kota. Yang berhormat Encik Dennis Ngau, Honourable Member for N77 Telang Usan. And yang berhormat Encik Alan Sidan Gramong, Honourable Member for N50 Macan for today's sitting.
Sambungan perbahasan atas bacaan kali yang kedua Rang Undang-Undang Pembekalan 2023, 2022 dan usul untuk merujuk resolusi anggaran pembelanjaan pembangunan bagi tahun 2023.
Dan hormatnya, saya menjemput Yang berhormat Datuk Seri Haji Abdul Karim Rahman Hamzah, Menteri Pelancongan, Industri Kreatif dan Seni Persembahan, Menteri Belia Sukan dan Pembangunan Usahawan dan Ahli Dewan Undangan Negeri N15 Asajaya untuk menyampaikan ucapan penggulungan.
Terima kasih Tan Sri Dato' Ahmad Speaker. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera dan salam Sarawakku sayang. Pantun pembuka bicara. Kuntum rafelsia tumbuh melata, sayang kenyalang di pohon cemara. Awal bismillah pemula kata, Assalamualaikum pembuka bicara. Dari Teluk Melano pergi ke Lawas, terbang kenyalang merentas negeri. Flora dan fauna mergas tua dan unggas. Industri pelancongan kekal lestari. Tan Sri Dato' Ahmad Speaker, terlebih dahulu saya ingin mengucapkan setinggi-tinggi tahniah kepada Yang Amat Berhormat Datuk Petinggi Tan Sri Dr. Abang Haji Abdul Rahman Zohari Bintun Datuk Abang Haji Openg, Premier Sarawak di atas kemenangan besar Gabungan Parti Sarawak GPS pada pilihan raya umum yang ke-15 baru-baru ini. Seluruh pemimpin dan juga rakyat jelata negeri Sarawak akan terus memberi sokongan padu kepada kerajaan di bawah bimbingan Yang Amat Berhormat Premier Sarawak agar negeri Sarawak akan terus membangun dan melonjak ke arah negeri yang paling maju dalam Malaysia. Saya ingin juga mengambil kesempatan ini untuk mengucapkan setinggi-tinggi tahniah dan syabas kepada Yang Amat Berhormat Datuk Seri Anwar Ibrahim atas lantikan sebagai Perdana Menteri Malaysia yang ke-10. Semoga negara kita akan terus maju dan makmur di bawah pimpinan beliau. Tan Sri Dato' Amar Speaker, the Ministry's vision is Sarawak to be a premier tourism destination and a showcase of unique art and culture. To achieve the vision, our mission is to lead the advancement of Sarawak's tourism, art and culture. There are 5 agencies under the jurisdiction of my ministry, namely Sarawak Tourism Board, Sarawak Convention Bureau, Sarawak Museum Department, Sarawak Arts Council ataupun Majlis Seni Sarawak, and Sarawak Craft Council. Tourism sector scenario and outlook. After the unprecedented decline in the year 2020 and 2021, international tourism is expected to continue its gradual recovery in the year 2022 as an increasing number of destinations ease or leave travel restriction and the confidence to travel return. According to the United Nations World Tourism Organization or UNWTO, the international tourism is expected to continue its gradual recovery and restore 65% back to pre-pandemic level in 2020 and 85% in 2023, despite significant mounting economic and geopolitical challenges. Tourist arrival to Malaysia has increased to 3.21 million from January to July of this year as compared to the same corresponding period in the year 2021 and generated ringgit Malaysia 9.35 billion tourism revenue. From January to October this year, visitors' arrival into Sarawak increased by 1,118.41% to 1,378,017 as compared to the same corresponding period in the year 2021. We are confident that Sarawak will receive an estimated 1.8 million visitors by the end of this year, surpassing our target of 1.2 million visitors for the year 2022. Based on performance and trends over the past few months, my ministry aimed to achieve 3 million visitors arrival in the year 2023 and generate ringgit Malaysia 7.25 billion tourism receipt. While international tourism slowly bounces back, domestic tourism will continue to drive the recovery of the state tourism industry. Government assistance for recovery. This year, federal government has implemented few grants application for the industry players from various sectors and backgrounds, aimed at invigorating and revitalizing the tourism, art and culture sector that has been affected by the pandemic of COVID-19. Among others, a series of matching grants in 2022, which include Grants Sepadan Sektor Pelancongan or GSSP, Grants Sepadan Sektor Kebudayaan or GSSK, Grant Padanan bagi tujuan pembaikan inap desa geran padanan bagi tujuan pembaikan kepada hotel bajet. These are federal grants actually. As of today, a grand total of ringgit Malaysia 4,949,728 ringgit was allocated to 348 Sarawak's tourism, art and culture industry players. For GSSP, the amount is ringgit Malaysia 223,600 approved for 5 tourism players. For GSSK, the amount was ringgit Malaysia 1,480,000 approved for 12 art and culture industry players. For Inap Desa or homestay, the amount is ringgit Malaysia 2,974,672 ringgit approved for 20 homestay operators. And for budget hotel, the amount is ringgit Malaysia 271,456 approved for 11 budget hoteliers. To reduce the impact of COVID-19, Sarawak State Government has implemented 9 assistance packages, namely BKSS 1 to BKSS 9, with 35 measures involving an expenditure of ringgit Malaysia 6.7 billion. A total of ringgit Malaysia 1.68 million was allocated through BKSS 3 and BKSS 6 to Sarawak tourism industry players. Ringgit Malaysia 369,000 was disbursed under BKSS 3 to 264 tour guides and park guides. Under BKSS 6, ringgit Malaysia 246,000 was disbursed to 164 tour guides. Ringgit Malaysia 178,500 to 119 park guides. Ringgit Malaysia 41,000 to 82 tourist bus drivers. Ringgit Malaysia 342,000 to 570 homestay operators, and ringgit Malaysia 483,000 to 161 travel agencies. Restarting tourism. My ministry and our agencies have been implementing short-term measures for recovery of the tourism, art and culture industry with the support and active engagement with various tourism industry players and stakeholders. Sesi Sarawak campaign. My ministry, through Sarawak Tourism Board, has introduced travel incentive through Sesi Sarawak or SSS campaign and Sesi Sarawak accommodation SSSA campaign to promote domestic intrastate travel. Besides, visitors incentive packages or VIPS and Sesi Sarawak Plus campaign were also introduced to promote interstate travel. The total recorded sales from Sesi Sarawak campaign in the year 2022 are ringgit Malaysia 6.5 million, with SSS having 800 tour packages sold and benefiting 6,406 visitors with 15,277 room nights booked through SSSA. Meanwhile, Sesi Sarawak Plus is a collaboration between STB, Sarawak Tourism Board, Malaysia Airlines, Firefly and Maswing, where customers can enjoy attractive hotel and flight packages via MH Holidays. Business Event Planners Incentivized Packages. Business Event Planners Incentivized Packages, or BEPIP, is an incentive scheme to provide business event planners with additional financial and in-kind support for business event hosted from the year 2020 to 2022. Total amount of approximately ringgit Malaysia 1.92 million has been applied and granted. The Ministry has seen evidence of good business retention and very low cancellation, more secured events, and excellent development of homegrown events. Sarawak Tourism Online Ecosystem Fund, or SDOEF. It was first introduced in mid-2020 to expand the digital footprint of Sarawak tourism by offering financial incentives to tourism-related companies for website development, design, and maintenance, supporting booking engines, content production, and digital advertising of their product. Since it started in the year 2020 and up to October 2022, a total of 155 companies have benefited from this program, involving a total sum of ringgit Malaysia 775,000. Events and festival. My ministry, with the collaboration of other agencies and tourism industry players, have successfully supported many tourism events and festivals through event support grant. The events will attract more inbound visitors and generate economic spin-off for the local community and to capture international media attention. Sarawak iconic Rainforest World Music Festival, which took place in June 2022, ended on a high note this year, exceeding initial target of attendees and indicating a positive road to recovery for Sarawak tourism industry. Rainforest World Music Festival 2022, which celebrated its 25th anniversary this year, is presented in a hybrid mode, recorded 16,049 total physical attendees throughout the 3 days festival. For digital outreach or digital reach, Rainforest World Music Festival and Borneo Jazz 2022 have garnered a total of over 27.43 million impressions, with over 67,000 unique clicks recorded throughout the campaign, with age group of 25 to 45 years, totaling 88%. My ministry support other musical events, including the annual Borneo Jazz in Miri, held right after the Rainforest World Music Festival, which has attracted 3,817 attendees. Borneo Music Festival, held on the 9 to 10 September 2022, had successfully brought famous DJs such as Alan Walker and DJ Soda to perform at the Sarawak Cultural Village and attracted a total of 14,000 attendees. Other musical events such as the Queen Tribute Concert, Cebu Tribal Music Festival, Kuching Jazz Festival, and just the recent one, last weekend, Miri Country Music Festival, had also received great and positive response from the audience. In an effort to support sports tourism, my ministry also support many international sporting events. The Kuching Marathon, which was held on the 2nd of October 2022, had attracted more than 10,000 local and international participants. Other sport tourism events such as the Spartan Race, Borneo Trail Classic, Decafeed, and many more had also successfully attracted international participants to join this event. The 8th edition Sarawak International Dragon Boat Race had attracted 45 teams consisting of 1,485 paddlers from 14 countries, while the Sarawak Regatta has registered participation recording 30 teams with 9,206 paddlers. The Travel Agent Federation of India, or in short TAFI Convention 2022 was held in Sarawak for the first time from the 20th till the 23rd of September 2022, with about 500 TAFI members coming in from India. As a follow-up to TAFI Convention 2022, Sarawak Tourism Board is participating in the Flavors of Malaysia 2022 from the 22nd of November to the 4th of December 2022 in Chennai, India, in collaboration with Tourism Malaysia. We are pleased that the Miss Tourism International World Final has returned to Sarawak after 25 years since its inaugural event in 1994. It was just concluded last weekend on the 25th of November 2022 at Raya Hotel, Kuching. This event had attracted more than 40 countries from all over the world to participate in this beauty pageant in Kuching. After 2 years of pandemic, many iconic major events have returned. Among these major events supported by my ministry are A. Borneo Cultural Festival, B. Premier of Sarawak Borneo Cup International Taekwondo WTF Championship 2022, C. Bintang Piramli, D. What About Kuching, E. Sarawak International Open Championship Bowling, F. The Sarawak Premier Cup 22nd Sarawak International Junior Golf Championship, G. The 10th International Cebu Bike Week, H. Sarawak International Festival of Music and Art or SIFMA 3, I. Borneo Textile Symposium, J. Sunbay Music and Art Festival, K. The 5th Sarawak International 4x4 Jamboree, L. Pertandingan Kaligrafi Arab dan Kaligrafi Cina antarabangsa, M. Bintang Kecil RTM, and the last one for the year is the New Year Countdown 2023. Besides the above international and national events, my ministry has also worked together with Divisional Tourism Task Group, local council and local organization to support many local tourism, art and culture events throughout 2022. For 2022, my ministry has thus far supported a total of 123 events and festivals throughout the state with a total grant of ringgit Malaysia 29,310,549 ringgit. This includes grants for creative industries such as film, telemovies, documentaries, and music videos. Industry engagement. My ministry continues to acknowledge the important smart partnership with the tourism, art and culture industry. On 22nd of February 2022, we have organized Sarawak Tourism Steering Committee or STSC meeting. The STSC acts as an important platform to update and inform the government agencies and tourism, art and culture industry on how we had performed in 2021 and the way forward for the year 2022. In addition, we have 2 Sarawak Tourism Coordination Committee meetings chaired by the Deputy Minister for Tourism to follow up on the initiatives agreed during the STSC. The first STCC or State Tourism Coordination meeting for 2020 was held in Kuching on the 11th of April 2022, and the second one was held in Cebu on the 28th of July 2022. Flight connectivity. My ministry is working closely with Sarawak Disaster Management Committee and the Ministry of Transport Sarawak to ensure flight frequency are gradually increased to pre-pandemic level. Flight frequency to Sarawak has been approved by the Sarawak Aviation Commission or MAFCOM at 587 flights per week into Sarawak and only 408 flights are currently in operation by the airlines. Of the total, international and domestic flight frequencies are 35 and 373 respectively. At this moment, we have 7 flights per week from Singapore to Kuching and 3 flights per week from Singapore to Miri through Scoot Airlines. In addition, AirAsia has started its Singapore-Kuching flight 11 times a week and Singapore-Miri 5 times a week. AirAsia will launch Singapore to Cebu flights 4 times a week starting from the 16th of December in about 2 weeks' time. Royal Brunei Airlines or RBA resumed its flight to Kuching 2 times a week starting from the 1st of May 2022. For domestic flights, Firefly started the Penang-Kuching route 14 times a week with the inaugural flight on the 11th of April 2022. In addition, AirAsia has increased its frequency of flights from Kuala Lumpur to Kuching and Miri with 63 flights and 21 flights per week. Kota Kinabalu to Kuching with 7 flights per week and also Kota Baru to Kuching 3 flights per week. MAS also fly from Johor Bahru to Kuching 3 times per week. Kuching as Umrah Gateway. Sarawak Tourism Board signed an MOU on the Kuching Umrah Gateway initiative on the 6th of October 2022. This initiative will provide direct flights from Kuching to Jeddah and Medina in Saudi Arabia, commencing on the first quarter of 2023. We project more than 200,000 visitors arrival within 6 years through this Kuching Umrah Gateway. Kuching Umrah Gateway visitors can enjoy direct flights to Jeddah or Medina, while feeder flights will be from Pontianak, Balikpapan, Banjarmasin, Samarinda, Ujung Pandang in Makassar, Jakarta, Indonesia, and from Mindanao, Philippines, to support the mainline operation of the Umrah flights carriers. Through this program, travelers can travel from each respective location and stop over in Kuching for a pre and post tour before they fly direct to Jeddah or Medina or on their return journey home. Tourism marketing and promotion. For the year 2022, about 50 marketing initiatives were carried out encompassing all of Sarawak Tourism Board's focus market, which include domestic, ASEAN, Europe, Oceania, and North Asia. Among the highlights of the domestic initiatives are Sarawak Tourism Board's participation in 3 MATA fairs and ITB Asia in October 2022 for the ASEAN market. For the Europe market, Sarawak's participation in the recent World Travel Mart in London and the Tisla Reisen Autumn Roadshow 2022 in Germany is a good indication of our return to promoting Sarawak in the region. Meanwhile, for the North Asia market, Sarawak Tourism Board is seriously looking into Korea and Japan via Tourism Malaysia Korea Roadshow and Seoul product updates, while Sarawak Tourism Board's venture into Japan is through our participation in the Japan Tourism Expo and Tourism Malaysia Japan Roadshow. I'm happy to inform that Sarawak Tourism Board has received 5 awards this year. Sarawak Tourism Board won Malaysia Tourism Council or MTC Gold Award Destination of the Year. Meanwhile, our Rainforest World Music Festival was awarded the Gold Award by Malaysia Tourism Council for Event of the Year and the Pata Gold Award under the Sustainability and Social Responsibility category for culture. Sarawak Tourism Board's destination video, Sarawak, A Journey Awaits, received an accolade in elevating Sarawak global visibility by winning the Pata Gold Award in the marketing category for travel video. Our Siasito Sarawak campaign was also recognized by Malaysia Tourism Council with a Gold Award for Sarawak for State Tourism campaign. To date, Sarawak Tourism Board has delivered 92.2 million impressions throughout different target markets around the world via its various digital platform and digital marketing campaign. For the months of January to October, Sarawak Tourism Board garnered 313 million readership, viewership, listenership through traditional and online platform, generating a PR value of at least Ringgit Malaysia 39 million. Capacity building for tourism. My ministry will ensure continuous training of the tourism players through various training programs with the aim to enhance and consolidate skills, abilities and competencies so as to meet the requirement of the market and realize the changes of the tourism sectors due to the COVID-19 pandemic. The capacity building program for industry players consists of different sectors and background. A. Tourism. Among them, enhancement of tourism services and products, Sarawak product experience, workshop on culture of Sarawak, tourist guides, park guides, digital marketing, guest service management, food and beverage operation, management and customer service skill, hospitality and guest services, occupational health and safety, management training, motivation and team building. Under business event, in relation to business event, Sarawak has secured more than 120 industry certification. This number is among the highest in Malaysia, and this number of professionals will increase according to what has been planned under PCDS. Among them, Congress Certification, CCP Congress Certification Program, 27%, Certified Exhibition Management or CEM, 14%, Interactive Bidding Workshop, 30%, Certified Incentive Specialist or CIS, 26%, Digital Event Specialist or DES, 23%, Certified Event Designers or CED, 3%, Certified Meeting Professionals or CMP, 2%, and Sustainable Event Professional Certificate or SEPC, 1%. Sarawak Malaysia My Second Home Program or SMM2H. Sarawak Malaysia My Second Home is a program under the Ministry of Tourism, Creative Industry and Performing Art to attract and allow foreigners who fulfill certain criteria to stay in Sarawak with a multiple entry visa. In January 2007, Sarawak started to adopt Malaysia My Second Home program. For the past 16 years, that is from the year 2007 until 2022, we have approved a total number of 1,689 participants. Since the implementation of the Sarawak Malaysia My Second Home Enhanced Requirement and Regulation in 2022, a total of 356 applications have been approved, which indicated a big jump of 1,218.52% compared to the same corresponding period in the year 2021. For 2022, the top 5 nationalities that participate in this program are from Hong Kong, there are 58 of them, United States of America, 54, United Kingdom, 49, from Singapore, 38, and from Japan, 32. In August 2022, with a view to ensure the Sarawak Malaysia My Second Home program continued to benefit Sarawak, further refinement was approved to the enhanced requirement and regulation of Sarawak Malaysia My Second Home program. The new requirements are as follows. A. Mandatory opening of fixed deposit account with any local bank in Sarawak is required. The required amount remain at Ringgit Malaysia 150,000 for individual applicants and Ringgit Malaysia 300,000 for couple. Besides, proof of pension fund or offshore income or saving are required as proof of financial capability to support themselves while staying in Sarawak. All the Sarawak Malaysia My Second Home pass holders also require minimum annual stay duration in Sarawak of 30 days in a year as one of the conditions for consideration of extension or renewal of the pass. Participants of Sarawak Malaysia My Second Home may be allowed to work, be employed or involved in active investment and business during participation duration of this program, subject to the approval from the State Government of Sarawak. They are restricted to professionals and investors. This refinement of requirement was effective from the 1st of September 2022. Regional Tourism Satellite Account, or RTSA. My ministry, in collaboration with the Department of Statistics Malaysia, will develop another Regional Tourism Satellite Account, or RTSA exercise for the year 2023. And this will be the second RTSA for Sarawak after the first in 2018. Given the importance of comprehensive data for state tourism evaluation, effective tourism policy formulation and tourism development, the RTSA measures state tourism products and services according to international standard, concept and classification. The RTSA indicates the size of tourism contribution to the state. A comprehensive RTSA report will enable the state to measure the performance of the tourism industry to drive tourism growth and development in Sarawak. Business events. In the year 2022, Business Event Sarawak, or BE Sarawak, by Sarawak Convention Bureau has surpassed its target of securing 90 events with a total of 94 secured events amounting to Ringgit Malaysia 303 million in estimated total economic impact, Ringgit Malaysia 165 million in direct delegate expenses, Ringgit Malaysia 18.18 million in tax revenue, and 24,048 long and short-term job opportunities. They include 1. World Congress of Innovation Technology 2023, where an expected of 3,000 delegates is expected to be participating. 2. International Congress for Tropical Medicine and Malaria 2024, where another 3,000 delegates are expected to come over to Sarawak. 3. The 54th Asia Pacific Academic Consortium for Public Health Conference 2023, where an expected 1,000 delegates will be coming. 4. National Mandarin Life Insurance and Financial Planning Summit 2024, Another 1,000 delegates is expected to come. Fifth, Asia Craft 2022 Expo and Forum, which is expected to bring in about 800 delegates. In the year 2022, we have 135 scheduled business events, contributing to approximately Ringgit Malaysia 485.71 million in total economic impact. Ringgit Malaysia 263.97 million in direct delegate expenditure. Ringgit Malaysia 29.14 million in tax revenue and 38,550 employment opportunities. They include, firstly, Spartan Asia Pacific Honors and Races Summit and Conference 2022, where about 1,000 delegates was present. Secondly, the 9th Asian South Pacific Association of Sports Psychology International Congress 2022, where about 900 delegates attended. Thirdly, the 6th World Engineering, Science and Technology Congress 2022, where about 1,200 delegates participated. And fourthly, which is going to be next week, the World Taiwan Alumni Convention 2022, where about 1,000 delegates will be coming. Our achievements are amplified by our marketing and industry activities. In the year 2022, we concluded 5 marketing events where Tribe Legacy Sarawak marketing campaign anchored our effort by promoting Sarawak as a business event destination for the region, through forging multi-stakeholders collaboration to diversify return values and advocate for business event legacies. With BE Sarawak's strong strategies to increase brand awareness and presence, Business Event Sarawak secured a significant amount of media coverage and publicity opportunities worth Ringgit Malaysia 10.28 million from print, digital and broadcast. We are the first in the world to publish the International Journal of Business Event and Legacies, or IJBEL Volume 1, early this month. Through our collaboration with Curtin University, Malaysia, we are merging important research and industry-driven knowledge on business event and legacies. To expand the reach to business event practitioners around the world, we signed a collaborative agreement with the International Congress and Convention Association, or ICA, in May this year at the IMEX Frankfurt Trade Show in Germany. We also won 2 international awards for our marketing effort in promoting Sarawak under the Tribe Spirit promotional short film in Milan for the Milan Gold Award 2022, and in USA for the Hollywood Gold Award 2022. The business event industry is rapidly progressing with promising results ahead. In the year 2022 and beyond, we will continue to mobilize strategies that will develop the industry holistically while securing more events aligned with PCDS 2030 to drive Sarawak economic growth and social development through legacy impact and sustainability. Ecotourism and community-based tourism. Ecotourism has become an important sustainable economic activity around the world. It provides opportunities for visitors to experience powerful manifestation of nature and culture and to learn about the importance of biodiversity conservation and local cultures. At the same time, ecotourism generates income and economic benefits for communities living in rural and remote areas. Ecotourism will be the focus of Sarawak tourism promotion as identified in PCDS 2030, our vast totally protected areas, or TPAS, are indeed a rich resource for Sarawak ecotourism. Sarawak has a total of 67 gazetted totally protected areas, or TPAS, which includes 47 national parks, 15 nature reserves, and 5 wildlife sanctuaries. My ministry is currently working closely with Sarawak Forestry Corporation in promoting ecotourism products such as Sarawak Delta Geopark, Heart of Borneo, or HOB, and totally protected areas, or TPAS, in Sarawak. With the restarting of tourism, we have seen an increase in visitors to national parks. Formulation of management plan, conservation and visitors management for gazetted national parks in Sarawak is another key goal under the PCDS 2030. And for this reason, my ministry is working with SFC, or Sarawak Forestry Corporation, to set a target of 3 management plans to be completed yearly. We target to complete 30 management plans by 2030. For the year 2022, development of management plan for Gunung Mulu National Park, Bako National Park, and Lambe Hill National Park are in progress. This effort would enable Sarawak to further develop and enhance its tourism destination and attraction to the domestic and international market in line with the Sustainable Development Goal, or SDG. The Sarawak Delta Geopark has been officially proclaimed as Malaysia's 6th national geopark in the year 2022. Efforts have been made to develop and promote tourism products of geotrails in Kuching and Bau areas, such as having site visit and workshop with stakeholders and tourism industry. Promotional materials which include maps, brochures and videos will be produced to promote the Sarawak Delta Geopark. Sarawak is in the process of nominating Niah National Park as its 2nd World Heritage Site under the mixed category for natural and cultural heritage. Various efforts and tasks had been undertaken by all stakeholders to complete the draft dossier for voluntary submission to UNESCO in September 2022. The final dossier would be submitted before February 2023, which will be followed with evaluation by advisory bodies for the final decision by UNESCO World Heritage Committee in July the same year, before Niah National Park could be inscribed on the UNESCO World Heritage List. International Conference on Niah National Park for UNESCO World Heritage Site nomination was jointly organized by the Ministry of Tourism, Creative Industry and Performing Arts, Ministry of Natural Resources and Urban Development, or MUNDA, Sarawak Museum Department, and Sarawak Forestry Corporation, and it was held at Pullman Waterfront Hotel Miri from the 3rd until the 5th of September 2022. This year, more focus will be given to develop community-based tourism. In the PCDS 2030, one of the outcomes in the tourism sector is to increase community-based tourism by 20%, with emphasis to increase the household income of the participating local communities. As of November 2022, 2 more homestay clusters, namely Homestay Sungai Bulos, Sadong Jaya, and Homestay Kampung Berambih Semunjan have been registered. This makes the total homestay cluster to 48 clusters, with an additional of 27 homestay operators. In 2023, at least 2 more homestay clusters will be targeted to be registered. to constantly upgrade the homestay operators and local community capacity and capability, my ministry has been organizing various training and courses such as basic hospitality training, marketing and product packages training, event management training, as well as craft making workshop. Through courses like this, it will encourage more community participation in the tourism and hospitality sector with the aim of increasing their household income. In the year 2023, my ministry will concentrate to evaluate the household income of homestay operators and analyze the gap they face. In an effort to increase the participation of the rural population in community-based tourism, my ministry, in collaboration with relevant agencies, held a working visit and tourism product experiences in Sebuyau, Bau, Gunung Lesung, Lingga, Pantuk in May to October 2022. Likewise, a number of engagement and training sessions were carried out for Gunung Lesung area at Pantuk district, Kampung Entango, Sebuyau, in Meludam, Betong, Mukah, Teluk Melanong, etc. Recently, in October 2022, a total of 80 host community guides from 13 kampung of Padawan area attended the introductory course on tour guiding. Another engagement session with homestay operators and tourism product owners was held from the 11th to 12th of June 2022 in Lundu. Responsible tourism. In line with the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, my ministry has been working together with the industry players to promote responsible tourism. It refers to the responsibility that both visitors and hosts take to ensure sustainability is addressed and maintained. Responsible tourism minimizes negative environmental, social and economic impact. It generates greater economic benefits for local people, enhances the well-being of host communities, and improves working conditions and access to the industry. My ministry, in collaboration with the Faculty of Hospitality and Tourism Management, UCSI, University, Sarawak Campus, Sarawak Research Society, or SRS, have published the first international journal in responsible tourism management, or JRTM, in Sarawak in the year 2021 and continue for the year 2022. This JRTM is a scholarly journal that aims to advance and disseminate cutting-edge knowledge pertaining to responsible tourism based on contemporary issues and cases in Sarawak and any developing destination, locally or internationally. It serves as an avenue to converge the expertise of tourism and hospitality academics, practitioners, government agencies and other stakeholders and provide holistic views, robust findings and practical insight to benefit readers and the community concerned. Sarawak also aims to improve the sustainability of its business event and tourism sectors by participating in the Global Destination Sustainability Index, or GDSI. The index would not only support business events and tourism, but also encourage every industry in Sarawak to adopt best practices of sustainability. In conjunction with the International Youth Day, Sarawak Youth Talent, or SYT 2022, was organized on the 13th of August 2022. SYT is a poster and video competition for the youth in Sarawak with the main focus on responsible tourism to increase the youth awareness about responsible tourism and their role in realizing responsible tourism through their talent. This year, SYT 2022 has managed to attract 374 posters from 31 secondary schools and 54 TikTok videos from 15 universities and colleges. Globally, we are working closely with international tourism bodies like UNWTO and PATA, like what we had just concluded for the International Conference on Responsible Tourism and Hospitality at UCSI Hotel. The conference aimed to advance the knowledge and practice of responsible tourism for sustainable development, which is in line with the SDGs. To cultivate a culture of responsible tourism, Sarawak Tourism Board also organized a visual workshop entitled Design Thinking for Responsible Tourism for Divisional Tourism Task Group, or DTTG, in Sarawak, with the objective of inspiring them to adopt a sustainable mindset and identify what is needed to develop effective strategies and innovations that will benefit the entire ecosystem. STB has reached out to our local communities by empowering them through their Responsible Tourism Initiative with 46 registered homestays throughout the state of Sarawak. Since its inception in 2020, the respective initiatives have benefited a total of 11,779 households with 82,688 beneficiaries. This educational training includes knowledge sharing on responsible tourism, waste management, and workshop on how to produce their own hygiene essential kit. To spur the strategic partnership with like-minded industry partners, Sarawak Tourism Board will continue their collaboration with Sarawak Forestry Corporation, or SFC. This is in support of the state aspiration to plant 35 million trees to contribute towards Malaysia's target of planting 100 million trees under the country reforestation program to help fight global climate change. Besides, this partnership is in line with the state PCDS 2030, as well as tapping into the current sustainability report that encompasses on environmental, social, and governance, or ESG. Art, culture, and heritage. A new art, culture, and heritage section has been established in my ministry. One of the foremost tasks of the section is to enhance policies on cultural heritage and tourism sustainability by improving the preservation and management of heritage. With the new Sarawak Heritage Ordinance 2019, the state's tangible and intangible heritage will be identified, protected, and documented with proper heritage management and preservation plan. Conservation of heritage. Awareness program on the importance of heritage protection was held among the local communities, local NGOs in Miri and Bintulu, in Tatau for the safeguarding of tangible heritage such as the clearing or burial pool and the documentation of oral history. My ministry works closely with Sarawak Museum Department, Council of Native Custom and Tradition, Sarawak Forestry Department, Tatau District Office, Bintulu Development Authority, Land and Survey Department, community leaders and members. For the conservation of Second World War memorial sites, several buildings and monuments have been identified and proposed to be gazetted as heritage site. The war memorial sites in Kuching are the Punjabi Barrack, the ammunition bunker, the bomb bunker located in Batu Lintang Teachers Training College, in Miri, the remnants of the first Japanese landing craft, the grave of the lighthouse keeper Awang Matali, and the old lighthouse at Brighton Beach is in the process of being recognized and gazetted as heritage sites in Sarawak. These sites will be promoted together with the area shelters in Kuching and Miri as Borneo War Memorial Trail under the Sabah Sarawak Labuan Joint Tourism Corporation and collaboration. Identification and documentation of important tangible and intangible cultural heritage of Sarawak is ongoing. For example, in Miri, the area shelter of Canada Hill, the old waterfall dam, the old well at Gurdwara Sahib Sikh Temple, and the Makam Datuk Pemaisuri in Miri, Fort Rani in Seratok, Fort Tebakang in Serian, St. Paul Church in Lingga, Pulau Datuk Kong in Sebau, Secret Heart Church of Sungai Bawan in Kanawit, Batu Narit in Pabenga, Long Banga, Palungan of Bario, Batu Narit in Long Semado, Batu Angan in Baklalan, and the Beting Maru Battlefield in Saribas. Heritage Arts and Culture Facilitation Fund. The Heritage Art and Culture Facilitation Fund, or Dana Mudacara Warisan Seni dan Budaya, which was launched on the 27th of April this year, has supported 81 activities and events amounting to Ringgit Malaysia 4.76 million. The activities and events organized by artists and associations help to promote awareness on the importance of Sarawak heritage, art and culture. Besides stimulating the recovery of the heritage, art and culture sector in Sarawak from the impact of COVID-19 pandemic, the fund also helped to enhance the capacity building and program related to Sarawak unique culture, art and Sarawak unique heritage, art and culture. Borneo Cultures Museum. The Borneo Cultures Museum was opened to public on the 9th of March 2022, and the response has been really overwhelming. Between 9th of March and the 26th of November this year, a total of 490,577 people had visited the Borneo Cultures Museum. Actually, I've not seen that huge number of people visiting museum in Sarawak before. The highest number of visitors to the Borneo Cultures Museum in one day is 7,671, which is on the 4th of June this year. Visitors include foreign ambassadors, consulates, state and federal government agencies, various educational institutions, private companies and NGOs. On the 29th of March and the 5th of July 2022, the BCM was visited by Kebawa Duli Yang Maha Mulia Sri Paduka Baginda Raja Pemaisuri Agung, Tuanku Hajah Azizah Aminah Maimunah Iskandariah binti almarhum Al-Mutawakil Alailah Sultan Iskandariah Al-Hajj. The Raja Pemaisuri Agung has visited the museum twice. Actually, she told me she wanted to bring her family. She will be coming here again next month. Probably she will be going again. If the Agung is with her, because the Agung has not been to the museum and the daughters have not been there also. The feedback received from visitors to the Borneo Cultures Museum has been very positive and encouraging. Sarawakians are especially proud to have a world-class museum that showcases their culture and history. Borneo Culture Museum is now seen as a benchmark for other museums in Malaysia. The various theme galleries offer the best experience for visitors to appreciate Sarawak's unique cultural beauty. The galleries are the Art and Craft Gallery, the Children Gallery, In Harmony with Nature Gallery, Time Changes Gallery, and Object of Desire Gallery. I'm pleased to announce that Borneo Cultural Museum has received the Malaysia Tourism Council Gold Award for the Museum of the Year 2022 on the 22nd of October 2022. International Museum Conferences. The Sarawak Museum Department has been given the honor to host the 2022 Conference of the International Society for Academic Research on Shamanism from the 25th to the 28th of August 2022 at the Borneo Culture Museum. The conference made history for being the first conference on shamanism held in Malaysia. The objective of the conference was to increase community awareness, especially on the legal impact of preserving the traditional knowledge and intangible cultural heritage of Sarawak, on traditional art of healing from extinction due to social and religious changes. 28 international speakers from various countries presented papers in this conference. The conference welcomed 186 local and international delegates. It was accompanied by a temporary exhibition named Shamanism, a spiritual journey, which runs from August 2022 to March 2023. Handicraft industry. The Malaysian handicraft industry also saw a drastic contraction during the period. Total sales in 2021 was ringgit Malaysia 197.7 million as compared to ringgit Malaysia 519.7 million in 2019. For the year 2022, it has slightly increased. Ringgit Malaysia 211 million sales was recorded as of September 2022. In Sarawak, Persidangan Kemajuan Kraft Tangan Malaysia Cawangan Sarawak reported that the total sales for 2019 was ringgit Malaysia 31 million compared to ringgit Malaysia 15.7 million in 2021. There was a drop of about 50%, with about 15% of the amount coming in from online sales. For the year 2022, the target sales is ringgit Malaysia 15.5 million, and as of October 2022, the total sales has topped ringgit Malaysia 17 million. So it has surpassed the target. The number of registered full-time producers has also increased from 951 in the year 2019 to 1,143 in the year 2022. My ministry, through Sarawak Craft Council and other agencies concerned with the development of handicraft, has come up with a comprehensive strategy under the PCDS 2030 and other initiatives to kickstart and accelerate the industry to benefit the local communities and the state. Among the initiatives are A. To organize in collaboration with Persidangan Kemajuan Kraft Tangan Malaysia Cawangan Sarawak, other agencies and stakeholders, schedule handicraft bazaars throughout the state to create opportunities to handicraft producers to promote and sell their product. B. To organize capacity building programs to enhance production skills, product quality and interest in the industry. C. To work closely with other agencies, non-governmental organizations and individuals at national, regional and international level in developing and promoting high-quality craft products to the global market. And D. To collaborate with other agencies and individuals to design and produce new handicraft products to increase Sarawak handicraft products range. Sarawak Art Council or Majlis Seni Sarawak. Majlis Seni Sarawak was established under the Sarawak Art Council Ordinance in the year 2008 or 2008. It has started to operate as a statutory body effective from the 1st of September 2021. That is a long wait for this Majlis Seni Sarawak or Sarawak Art Council. Incorporated or established in 2008 and only operating from 2021. MSS role is to implement arts-related development program and activities. The 4 areas of art are: firstly, performing art, which include music, dance, vocal, theatre. Secondly, visual art, painting, sculptures, murals. Thirdly, literary art, poetry, verse, poetry. Fourthly, visual art, animation, videography, social media. 20 programs and activities have been implemented, including art capacity development programs, such as art training, art guidance classes, art workshop covering various art fields, such as dance, music, theatre, vocal, visual, and literature. The programs were held in various urban and rural locations of Sarawak and involved the participation of 1,000 artists, art activities, and local people of various ages, genders, and races. 50 community development programs related to arts were also organized, such as art performance, dance and singing competition, exhibition, seminar, briefings, art awards, podcasts, and art workshop involving cooperation and collaboration with various agencies such as JKKNS, Dewan Bahasa Pustaka, Sekolah Seni, Unimas, UITM, RTM, FINAS, TVS, Pustaka, Institut Pendidikan Guru Kampus Tun Abdul Razak, Sarawak Culture Village, STB, and professionals, academicians or activists from West Malaysia or from Sabah. In order to ensure that art heritage remain authentic, Majlis Seni Sarawak also strengthened its cooperation with local NGOs such as Amanah Khairat Yayasan Budaya Melayu Sarawak, Dayak Cultural Foundation, Dayak Bidayu National Association, Forum, Melanau Association, Chinese Association, Indian Association, and other local art associations. In an effort to inculcate and promote art and culture in the country and abroad, Majlis Seni Sarawak was involved in art performances such as at Mata Fair, acara Tonggak for Sarawak Day, National Day, Malaysia Day, the TYT Tuan Yang Terutama's birthday celebration, Rainforest World Music Festival, Borneo Jazz, Citra Warna, and Sarawak Regatta, with the participation of approximately 5,000 activists, artists, friends of Sarawak art and community from various fields. The programs was followed and watched by almost 450,000 viewers through MSS social media platforms such as Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. On the international level, MSS, in collaboration with STB, for overseas performances during tourism roadshow in 10 countries, namely London, Paris, Korea, Singapore, Germany, India, Italy, Netherlands, Papua New Guinea, as well as in Indonesia. Majlis Seni Sarawak, through My Seni Grant, has approved a total of Ringgit Malaysia 820,000 to 44 participants consisting of individual art activists, 16, association and organization, 8, club, IPTA, IPTS, 5, companies related to art, 16. The grant has received positive responses from industry players in encouraging and helping them to implement various art and cultural programs and activities in all parts of Sarawak. In the year 2023, Majlis Seni Sarawak will continue programs and activities for the development and promotion of the art in the country and abroad through strategic collaboration with various parties, and will continue the capacity development program to attract more youth and the community to venture into this creative industry that is capable of generating higher income and providing new job opportunities. At the same time, Majlis Negeri Sarawak is preparing towards the establishment of the Sarawak Academy of Art, or ACCESS, in parallel with the construction of the Sarawak Performing Arts Centre. UNESCO Creative Cities Network. Kuching has been accepted as a member of UNESCO Creative Cities Network under the category of gastronomy in November 2021. This will attract local and international food lovers to visit Kuching as the border are now open. My ministry is working very closely with Kuching City South Council, Kuching City North Council, Culinary Heritage and Art Society Sarawak, Sarawak Atelier Society and others in developing and implementing a roadshow to promote Kuching as a UCCN gastronomy city by leveraging on our unique Sarawakian traditional food and local ingredients and the active participation of our local communities. Besides, we are amplifying existing initiatives by increasing market and knowledge exchange with other UCCN cities. A gastronomy center in Kuching has been approved at the cost of Ringgit Malaysia 40 million to be implemented by Kuching City South Council. Tourism product development. Tourism industry requires a refreshed facet for Sarawak tourism to attract returning and new visitors. Product development is very important to attract new visitors and sustain returning visitors. With more tourism product, it will also help to lengthen the visitor stay in Sarawak while enriching visitors' experience to indulge in Sarawak unique culture, adventure, nature, food and festival. Under RMK 12, we have proposed many new products, including improvement to national parks, public waterfront and recreational space. Meanwhile, heritage tourism is another emphasis where many museums and old forts will be upgraded and open to visitors. My ministry has been allocated with Ringgit Malaysia 472.33 million under the state-funded allocation and received Ringgit Malaysia 14.86 million from the federal government through MOTEC to implement various projects. During this period, my ministry has completed the following projects amounting to Ringgit Malaysia 388.20 million, which have become new tourism products in Sarawak. They include A. The Borneo Cultures Museum, B. Upgrading of Old Sarawak Museum, C. The Santubong Archaeological Park and Wallace Center, D. Upgrading of World War II Heroes Memorial Park, E. Upgrading of tourism facilities at archaeological sites in Gua Sireh, Siaran, F. Upgrading of tourism facilities at archaeological sites in Guania, Miri, G. Walking, footpath and railing in front of the new Dun building, H. Linkway and railing from Fort Margarita to Jambatan Darul Hana in Kuching, I. Tourism facilities at Tusan Beach, Peliau, Miri, J. Upgrading of tourism facilities at Nia National Park, and K. Upgrading of tourism facilities at Semunjan Esplanade. Besides that, projects which are still ongoing and targeted to be completed this year are A. Upgrading of tourism facilities at Pangkalan Sapi, B. The English Tea House at Fort Margarita, C. Proposed electrical and light provision for Fort Margarita, D. Upgrading of Textile Museum Sarawak, E. Upgrading of Chinese History Museum Kuching, F. Upgrading of Kuching City Aquarium, G. Upgrading of Sarawak Cultural Village. The list of approved projects to be completed beyond 2022 are A. Limbang Development Museum, Limbang Administrative History Gallery, B. Proposed Heritage Gallery and Resource Centre at Long Terawan, Tutup, C. Sadung Jaya Mangrove Tourism Site, D. Brook Dockyard Industrial Heritage Museum, E. Construction of jetty and other facilities at Santubong for Kuching Wetland or the Ramsar Site Tourist Embarkation. F. The development of ecotourism facilities at Santubong National Park. G. The improvement of Berbuak mud tourism facilities in Meritam, Limbang. H. Performing Arts Centre at Old Dun Building. I. Upgrading of facilities at Malasak Waterfall, Lawas. J. Proposed Sungai Niah Bridge at Niah National Park and elevated road for buggy to the main cave Niah. K. Develop and establish National Park Tourist Support Centre in Lunduk, Sematan. L. Rascom Museum in Cebu. M. Rumah Sri Aman. And N. Sarawak Gastronomy Centre. Beside RMK 12, my ministry has also worked closely with the regional development agencies to implement projects through alternative funding. This includes 36 tourism projects under Integrated Samarahan Development Agency or ISDA, amounting to ringgit Malaysia 109,400,000, and also 19 tourism projects amounting to ringgit Malaysia 105,035,000 under Sri Aman Development Agency or SADA. My ministry is also in the process to submit more proposals under the RMK 12 midterm review. Among others are the upgrading of Petroleum Museum in Miri, Miri B, Miri Museum or the former Miri Resident and District Office, C, upgrading of Museum Warisan Islam, D, Sarawak Art Gallery or the former KMC building, excuse me. E. Management plans for totally protected areas or TPAS. My ministry would also like to record our gratitude and thank you to all implementing agencies involved. Among others, Public Work Department or JKR, Sarawak Museum Department, Sarawak Forestry Corporation, Sarawak Economic Development Corporation or ACDC, local councils that have shown their commitment to ensure projects are completed on time. Apart from the events grant, MTCP also provide research grant to government agencies, higher learning institutions, universities, educational institutions and non-governmental organizations who propose to carry out research, studies or survey in topics or areas related and contribute to the development of tourism, art and culture of Sarawak, outcome of which are in form of tourism products and packages that are ready for the state promotion and marketing. As of today, a total of 10 research grants were given amounting to ringgit Malaysia 2,820,016 ringgit. The way forward, with the lifting of travel restriction, the tourism, art and culture industry are finally seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. My ministry will be executing strategic long-term action plan to reactivate our tourism industry and to build a more resilient tourism industry post-COVID-19. The Sarawak Post-COVID-19 Development Strategy 2030. Tourism has been identified as one of the important economic sector under PCDS 2030. And we have identified the tourism aspiration that by 2030, Sarawak will be a leading destination for eco-tourism and business event in the ASEAN region, driven by empowered communities to conserve heritage, culture and biodiversity, and to promote investment and development through responsible action. In addition, outcomes, levers and initiatives for a way forward for Sarawak to become a developed state by 2030 and providing high income for the people. The aspiration will be translated into three major outcomes in terms of economic prosperity, social inclusivity, and environmental sustainability. 4 main tourism strategies have been identified, namely to enhance travel to and within Sarawak, to develop Sarawak tourism product and assets by building upon its cultural heritage and natural assets, to position Sarawak as a preferred tourism destination, and to improve capacity and capability of human capital. The third Sarawak Tourism Master Plan. I'm finally getting to the end of this. The third Sarawak Tourism Master Plan 2021 to 2035. Another important long-term plan is the third Sarawak Tourism Master Plan 2021 to 2035. The master plan is timely to go in tandem with PCDS 2030 for the tourism sector to spur both immediate and long-term growth recovery from the impact of COVID-19 and to bring new business models and strategies for both the demand and supply side of tourism industry. The plan aims to increase the number of visitors to Sarawak from a baseline of 4.6 million visitors and ringgit Malaysia 11.6 billion in tourism receipts in 2019 to 12.7 million visitors, contributing economic returns of ringgit Malaysia 50 billion by 2035. This is in line with the aspiration of PCDS 2030. The master plan is timely to support PCDS 2030 for the tourism sector to spur both immediate and long-term growth recovery from the impact of COVID-19 and to bring new business model and strategies for both the demand and supply side of tourism industry. My ministry will ensure policies and plans for tourism, art and culture in the master plan are translated into action plans in stages. In conclusion, my ministry hopes that all our policies, strategies, promotion, engagement, capacity building and product development will not only help our industry players to restart the tourism, art and culture as we enter the endemic phase of COVID-19, but also transform into opportunities for the local communities to benefit from tourism, art and culture by way of active participation. The local communities can participate in community-based tourism such as homestay, local hosts, craft and souvenirs, making activities to reap the benefits from tourism and increase their household income. I would like to thank ahli-ahli yang berhormat for Krian, Tanjung Datuk, Lingga, Serembu, Balingian, Telang Usan for the proposal, suggestion and issues raised in this August House in relation to tourism facilities, centres, accommodation, events to facilitate the local tourism industry. My ministry will take necessary steps and action to study the proposal and whichever are deemed necessary and feasible will be incorporated into my ministry's future plan in accordance with their respective merits and priorities. I would like to take this opportunity also to thank Tan Sri Dato' Amar Speaker and all staff of Dewan Undangan Negeri for your excellent handling of all this time's Dewan proceeding. The Sarawak State Secretary and all government departments, both from the state and federal, and not forgetting the staff of my own ministry for their hard work, commitment and dedication in giving the necessary support, input and information. I wish to take this opportunity also to wish Merry Christmas to all our Christian friends and and Happy New Year 2023 to all of us in this house. My ministry through Majlis Negeri Sarawak will be organizing a countdown celebration at Kuching Waterfront on the 31st of December 2022. So if you are not on traveling end of this year, do drop by to Kuching Waterfront and we celebrate the countdown together as we usher into the year 2023. With that, Tan Sri Dato' Amar Speaker, I wish to end my winding up speech for the Ministry of Tourism, Creative Industry and Performing Art with 2 rangkap pantun. Selesai sudah demam pilihan raya. Sambutan poster, bendera penuh cahaya. Tahniah GPS, kita menang bergaya. Bukti rakyat penuh yakin dan percaya. Agenda rakyat dan negeri tetap diutamakan. Pemimpin terbilang, Sarawak cemerlang. Bersama Premier, perjuangan pasti diteruskan. Demi Sarawakku, sayang bumi kenyalang. Sekian, terima kasih.
You have another ministry.
Yes. Is it possible for me to get a short break, Tan Sri?
I would like you to proceed. Ali Yang Muhammad, we have a short break. Sitting resumes at 11 a.m.
Terima kasih, Tan Sri.
Honorable Minister, Menteri Belia Sukan dan Pembangunan Usahawan untuk menyampaikan ucapan penggulungan.
Terima kasih Tan Sri Dato' Amar Speaker. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera, salam Sarawakku sayang. Salam satu belia. Excuse me. Jelajah belia program tunggak. Aspirasi belia telah dibawa. Sambutan Hari Belia acara kemuncak. Belia peneraju masa depan Sarawak. Belia aktif menjadi keutamaan dalam mencapai visi Sarawak. 8 Olimpian menjadi sasaran. Itulah hasrat Premier Sarawak. Tan Sri Dato' Amar Speaker, sekali lagi kita bersidang di Dewan yang mulia ini untuk membincang, mengulas dan juga merangka dasar-dasar serta berusaha menyelesaikan isu-isu yang melibatkan kepentingan negara, negeri dan juga khasnya rakyat di bumi Kenyalang. Saya ingin mengambil kesempatan ini untuk merakamkan setinggi-tinggi tahniah kepada Gabungan Parti Sarawak ataupun GPS yang telah memenangi sebanyak 23 kerusi Parlimen pada pilihan raya umum yang ke-15 baru-baru ini. Dengan adanya kestabilan politik yang berterusan, maka negara kita dapat terus menumpukan sepenuh hati dan sumbernya dalam melaksanakan dasar-dasar pembangunan demi kesejahteraan rakyat, terutama sekali pembangunan ekonomi negara-negara pasca COVID-19. Saya juga ingin mengucapkan terima kasih kepada Yang Amat Berhormat Premier Sarawak dalam pembentangan Undang-Undang Perbekalan 2023-2022 di mana beliau telah memperuntukkan ringgit Malaysia 8.1 juta untuk pembangunan belia, sukan dan juga usahawan, serta sejumlah ringgit Malaysia 58 juta untuk pembangunan sukan kompetitif dan ringgit Malaysia 47 juta untuk membangun dan menaik taraf kemudahan-kemudahan sukan di Sarawak. Tan Sri Dato' Amar Speaker, Youth Development. Youth comprise 1.2 million or 43% of Sarawak's population. Our youth can bring social reform and can improve the condition of society. This requires the active participation to achieve the goal and assistance in taking Sarawak towards progress. It is a well-known fact that the youth of any country is a great asset and they are the hope of Sarawak's future. Considering this, it is crucial to focus on how to build engagement with the younger generation. Hence, to recognize youth concern and willingness in participating in the development, the Sarawak government is supporting the move of the minimum voting age from 21 to 18 years old. Due to the move, there are currently an increase of 1.393 million voters in Malaysia and about 675,000 new voters in Sarawak. The youth should be seen and heard. My ministry will guide, especially the 18 years old, in a holistic approach. Setting up of the Sovereign Wealth Fund, Future Fund is also a great way of saving for future generation by Sarawak government. In benchmarking Norway and Singapore, it will give more revenue for development, bring more job opportunities, strengthen the economy, eradicate poverty, better and free education for the youth, and build trust from both local and foreign investors. The future generation in Sarawak will benefit from its soon-to-be established Sovereign Wealth Fund, as stated by the Premier of Sarawak. In line with the goal and aspiration of Post-COVID-19 Development Strategy 2030 or PCDS 2030, enabler, namely aligning education and human capital development. My ministry is committed in providing proper avenues, facilities, opportunities and programs for the youth to leverage on their potential and talents. Social issues related to youth. Social issues among the youth in Sarawak have been an issue of growing concern over the years. Among the social issues affecting our youth today are in crime, criminal cases, among them gangsterism, sexual misconduct, defiant behavior, among others, narcotic cases, drug abuse, and commercial cases, which commonly, when we hear about scamming, cybercrime, fraud, etc. Based on PDRM or the Police Department statistical data in 2022, 670 commercial crime cases involving youth shows the criticality of the problem in Sarawak. Unemployment also contributes to youth social issues, especially during the pandemic COVID-19. It has caused a total of 4,037 people in Sarawak to lose their job. Based on Labour Force Survey Report 2021, there are 576,000 overall unemployed in Sarawak. During the third quarter of 2022, about 429,000 Sarawakians were unemployed. Unemployment among youth poses pressing challenges and mental health issues. Youth unemployment is linked with increased health symptoms, deterioration in health behavior, and increase in drugs abuse and suicidal thoughts among youth. Sarawak government is deeply concerned about drugs and substance abuse, which is becoming increasingly contagious among the youth. Based on the statistic from PDRM, as at the third quarter of 2022, there were 6,665 youth involved with drug abuse. We need to do everything we can to empower youth to deal with drug problems holistically. My ministry, agencies and NGO will continue with its concerted effort in managing and mitigating social issues among our youth. We must look into this and plan a proper future for the youth so that they would not be involved in these unhealthy activities. As such, more joint initiatives and strategic collaborations are needed among various parties. Youth engagement and collaboration. This year, a total of 154,475 youth throughout Sarawak benefited from the 424 youth sports and entrepreneur programs organized. Among the programs organized are Sarawak Esports Games Expo, Sarawak Youth Day, Sarawak Active, Jelajah Belia Sarawak, My Set Extreme Sport Challenge, My Set Go Rural, Youth Entrepreneur Set Up, oh yes, Belia Got Talent, Youth Career Carnival, Majlis Perundingan Belia Negara, kursus pengurusan organisasi untuk pertubuhan, Seberkas Prihatin, Karnival Sukan Saberkas, program Jom Start Business, Youth Smart, Hari Anti Dadah, dan many more. We collaborated with Department of Youth and Sport, or JBS, Jabatan Belia dan Sukan, a federal outfit, Education Department, Saberkas, Pemadam, higher learning institution and other NGOs in conducting programs that are aligned with the ministry's objective. My ministry will continue to collaborate with relevant parties above to evaluate, plan, implement and monitor activities that are beneficial, holistic and inclusive in line with the government policies, strategies, aspirations and expectations. In ensuring all our planned development programs can be effectively implemented and provided the best impact to the target groups, my ministry will continue our Tiada Minggu Tanpa program covering youth, sports and entrepreneurship to be implemented throughout the state. My ministry has planned 175 programs for 2023, which consists of 70 youth development programs, 70 sports development programs, and 35 entrepreneurial programs with emphasis on economic, social, and environmental sustainability, focusing on more national and international level programs next year. We hope that these programs will achieve our objective in enhancing youth engagement and participation, as well as inculcating good leadership qualities, spirit of volunteerism, teamwork, self-confidence, and resilience in facing future challenges. The ministry has intensified and expanded the involvement of youth association and organization in Sarawak. This aspiration emphasizes MySet as a facilitating agency for the involvement of youth association. Grants amounting to over Ringgit Malaysia 6.6 million have been channeled to 150 youth and sports associations in Sarawak for their development and activities. My ministry will continue to allocate grants, utilize partnerships, and facilitate the involvement of youth and sports associations in the following years. Calendar of Programs, or COP 2022. Encouraging youth and community to be active can help establish healthy lifestyles and avoid social ills problems among them. Through Calendar of Programs, or COP, with the motto of Tiada Minggu Tanpa program, every week and without fail, my ministry has conducted programs after programs covering youth, sports and entrepreneurship throughout the 12th division in Sarawak. As of today, 35 main programs have been implemented. From March until November 2022, among the main programs that are being implemented are Sarawak Active, MySet Go Rural, MySet Got Talents, Program Belia Prihatin, Unity Ride, Program Rural Eco Challenge, Copy Talk, and many more. MySet Go Rural. This program is an engagement strategy and an effort by the ministry to facilitate the development of youth, sports, and entrepreneurship in the remote areas of Sarawak. My ministry has begun this Turun Pradang program with a visit to two rural areas, namely Long Singut, Kapit, and Rumah Panjang Jackson, Wan Luhat, Sebau, Bintulu. Among the programs conducted were Program MySet Prihatin, Program Kecergasan dan Sukaneka, Dialogue Engagement Session, and Cultural Night. It is a joint venture effort by my ministry, Sarawak Youth Camp, Youth Association, and the community. This program has reached and provided benefits to more than 200 communities in the two rural areas. My ministry will continue to do more MySet Go Rural to broaden service outreach towards rural youth. MySet Got Talent. MySet Got Talent is a program that focuses on developing and recognizing talents among youth in Sarawak. My ministry has conducted three main talent development programs, namely MySet Youth Sport Talents in Miri, MySet Got Talent at Asajaya, and MySet Got Talent at Debak. This entire program has attracted 63 participants and almost 3,000 audience at all respective programs. My ministry will continue to do more MySet Got Talents in the future as a youth platform in showing their talent. Program Belia Prihatin. Program Belia Prihatin is a dedicated youth volunteerism platform to live the quality of life through people-oriented, shared sense of responsibility and assisting the communities. Among the programs that have been conducted are Limbang Youth Volunteer Day, Program Imarah Ramadan at Sibu, Program Imarah Ramadan at Matu, Program Imarah Ramadan at Lundu, Program Kasih Belia Ramadan, Program Ziarah Belia Ramadan. These are programs which are conducted during the Ramadan month. And Program Belia Prihatin in Serike, at Serike. Among the main programs are giving food basket towards the needy and conduct community volunteerism projects. Program Belia Prihatin involves collaboration of MySet and youth NGOs at respective programs and has benefited 1,728 youth and communities. My ministry will continue to work together with NGOs and relevant social entrepreneurs to provide volunteer assistance in the future in expressing our concern and care towards the community. MySet Copy Talk. Copy Talk is a new concept created by my ministry in reaching out to the youth. It is an informal interaction between MySet ministers with the youth to know the suggestions, challenges, as well as their aspirations. At this early stage, my ministry has been able to initiate Copy Talk at Serike, Copy Talk at Sibu that involves 50 youth from the Youth and Sport Association. My ministry will continue to organize more MySet Copy Talk in the future as an informal platform for youth to express their aspiration directly to the ministers. Sarawak Youth Day 2022. Sarawak Youth Day celebration this year, which involved more than 10,000 youth, was held on the 19th to the 22nd of October 2022 at Petrajaya Celebration Square, Kuching, with the theme Belia Peneraju Masa Depan Sarawak. Among the highlights of the events was special musical theatre performance, Sons Orchestra, Perhimpunan Belia, Belia Got Talent, Perkemahan Belia, Belia Showcase, Pocket Talk Belia Usahawan, dan Belia Kitchen and Entrepreneurship. Agencies such as Pemadam, AADK, the Health Department, Santec, Unimas, UITM, Polytechnic Sarawak and Saberkas were also conducting exhibition to disseminate the information on services and facilities available for the youth. We have also organized healthy outdoor events under Belia Active that includes night fun ride, youth fitness blast, 50-meter sprint project, youth wall climbing, BMX and auto show, e-sports, extreme sports, game demo, and Sukan Rakyat. The prime highlight of the celebration is the presentation of Anugerah Belia Negeri to honor the outstanding individual and youth association that have been involved immensely in community development and nation building. 19 exceptional recipients have been awarded as Sarawak Youth Icons since 2017. My ministry will continue to appreciate and recognize youth that has contributed towards our society and to the development of Sarawak. Jelajah Belia Sarawak Update. As the ministry's main youth development program, 21 series of Jelajah Belia Sarawak has been successfully conducted over the period of 2 years, involving a total of 20,950 youth. The program, which was initially planned to cover 40 districts statewide. The highlight of the program is the town hall session, Belia Apa Kata Kita, whereby our youth will engage with the respective local leaders in a face-to-face dialogue. In this way, we know and we believe that the forum serves as a good platform for local leaders to meet the youth in their respective constituencies, not only for fostering goodwill, but also as enabler to the government to better gauge youth problems, aspiration, and realities on the grassroots levels. Since its implementation in the year 2020, The Ministry has recorded a total of 172 aspirations from the youth during this program. Among the issues and aspirations raised up include more youth and sports program, opportunities in education, employment and entrepreneurship, basic infrastructure, and of course, internet connectivity. Practically all those places that I attended, there is always that question on internet connectivity by the youth, and many more. The other complementary activities during Jelajah Belia are ice-breaking session, motivational talks, and talent showcase by local youth. The Ministry will continue to organize Jelajah Belia Sarawak in the remaining 19 districts that we have not covered next year. We hope that this program will achieve our objective in enhancing youth engagement and community outreach, as well as in instilling good qualities that are beneficial to Sarawak youth in the future. Sarawak Youth Creative Industry Fund. A total of 64 youth associations and individuals in Sarawak have already benefited from the Sarawak Youth Creative Industry Fund, or SYCIF, set up in 2018 with an allocation of 9 million. The fund aims to encourage the development and potential of the creative and innovative youth in the state, particularly in music, film, theatre, and innovation programs. Since its implementation, more youth with talents have been able to participate in international programs, venture into digital creative content, as well as contribute to the community through their innovations. Therefore, we urge the youth to apply for the fund to develop their talents as well as to add value to the thing that they love and in the programs that they are organizing. Tan Sri Dato' Amar Speaker, Mass Sport Development Program. In intensifying our mission towards inculcating sports as a lifestyle among the 2.45 million Sarawak population, my ministry has implemented a total of 149 sports programs and managed to attract the participation of 25,500 participants statewide, incorporating various elements of the community niche sport. The Sarawak Active Program, which has been launched by the Right Honourable Premier of Sarawak on the 5th of March 2022, will continue to play its important role in ensuring active participation of the masses in Sarawak through strategic partnership and collaboration with various youth and sports associations. Among the programs that have been organized were My Set Extreme Game Challenge, Unity Ride, Cycling, Urban Active, My Set Youth Sport Talent, Sarawak Youth Day Esport Challenge, Esport Expo, and Eco Adventure Race. On the other hand, through smart and strategic collaboration, our federal agency partner, that is Jabatan Belia Sukan, or JBS, has implemented a total of 126 sports programs with the participation of 578,430 Sarawakians statewide. Among the programs were the National Sport Day Celebration, Malaysia Sports League, Fit Forever, FIT, Fit Forever, Borneo Sports Conference, Sport Carnival, OKU Active, Malaysia Little League, and National Esports Championship. As for 2023, there will be more exciting community sport events meeting the trend and expectation of our targeted population. Esports. My ministry is actively collaborating with Sarawak Esports Association, or SESA, in creating esports development platform, including organizing esports competition and development programs in creating future champions in the field. The objective of esports competition is to promote esports development at the grassroots level and transform it into a more competitive training platform. The competition include Esports Sarawak Active at Gedong, Sarawak Youth Day Esport Challenge 2022, Malaysia Esport League, Kejohanan Hari Sukan Negara Peringkat Negeri Sarawak, and Esport Expo, which has all attracted more than 3,000 participants. For future platform of developing the esports, my ministry and SESA will organize Sarawak Esport Expo 2023 next year in February, which include esports forum and workshop. The grand final of my Borneo Esports eForce Invitational 2.0, Sarawak Esports Championship 2023, and Gaming Peripheral Expo and Healthy Gaming Exhibition. More collaboration programs will be implemented in the future to strengthen the development of sustainable esports ecosystem in Sarawak. Another aspect of esports development is emphasizing a talent development program to have a better group and be able to produce world-class esports athletes. In the last SUKMA 20 MSN 2022, Sarawak managed to win bronze medal in Dota 2 category. On international level, one of our athletes, namely Nadra Saufi, won the gold medal in the Commonwealth Esports Championship in Birmingham, driven by Sarawak's premier aim to be world-class. Recently, SESA and the North American Collegiate League has signed a memorandum of understanding on cooperation commitment towards the esport industry, especially in the segment of esport league with a strategic model. This collaboration will elevate the local esport industry in Sarawak to a whole new level of achievement, hence reaching the goal of my ministry to make the state a world-class esport player. SESA also focusing developing industry players and collaborate with University of Technology Sarawak or UTS to design and promote Bachelor of Mobile Game Development, which will help the local talents in getting involved in game development. Tan Sri Dato' Ahmad Speaker, Sarawak Sports Achievement. This year has been a successful year where we have produced good results in pertaining Sarawak as the Sarawak as the nation's sports powerhouse. Several of our athletes managed to accumulate 106 gold, 58 silvers, and 34 bronze medals in national and international championship tournaments and meets. At the national level championship, our gold medal achievers are as follows. In the boys section, there are Johnny Cole, Wesley, Samuel Ching, Shin Yen, Fabian Anderson, Braden Wong, Muhammad Nur Mustaqin, Muhammad Anis Hamizi, Muhammad Tiftazani Fakrullah, and Muhammad Hijri Ryan, while our golden girls are Haizatul Husna, Bilofa Dayana, Siti Nurul Jannah, Nur Ikmah Darwishah, Trisha N. Boon, Nur Fatihah Shuhada, Angelica Jodi, Etni Naura Shafia, and Fabiana Andriana. All these achievers shine during the MAS, Milo Sport Excel Age Group Diving 2022 on the 23rd to the 24th of July 2022 in Wilayah Persekutuan. Well done to all our future Pandalela Rino. At the National Junior Championship, Badminton Championship in Perlis, we were National Junior Champion under 14 years for men's single through Jack Huang from Miri. This is a good start to our state badminton development. During the third Sport Excel National Sports Corporation, NSC, Milo, and SAM Malaysian Junior Shooting Championship 2022 on the 19th to the 24th of July 2022 held in Selangor. Our golden shooter is from Joseph Chai, in 10-meter air rifle men individual. Swimming is one of our state's pride sport. During the series of competition held in Kuala Lumpur, the development swimmers squad did well in Milo and Malaysia Age Group Swimming Championship held in Kuala Lumpur, where we managed to grab 24 gold, and the 22nd Malaysia Open Swimming Championship also held in Kuala Lumpur. We managed to bag 8 gold medals. During the National Youth Archery Championship, on the 22nd to the 24th of July 2022 in Johor, the development team managed to win 2 gold through Josiah Hong, Amy Wong, Joey Tan and Supang Yahya. In cycling, our cyclist Muhammad Faris was ranked first, and cyclist Johannes Lorenza Miahian was ranked second in Malaysia for downhill event, which was held in Kuala Lumpur. During the CIMB National Junior League 1 2022, our squash athlete Haris Daniel emerged champion in men's single during the tournament, which was held in Penang from the 7th until the 11th of September 2022. While at the international level, we managed to achieve a convincing result, putting us in the right path towards producing world-class athletes. The achievers are as follows. In athletics, during the World Athletic Under-20 Championship held in Cali, Colombia, on the 1st till the 6th of August 2022, 2 of our athletes managed to be in the top 20 world best. Firstly, Jonah Chang, anak Rigan, in short put, accomplished himself at ranking the 6th best in the world with a throw of 18.97 meters. He will be representing Malaysia in the upcoming 32nd Southeast Asia Games, which will be held in Cambodia in 2023. Our 110-meter hurdle, Alvin Yap Zizian, recorded 13.9 seconds to record his personal best in the event. During the 54th Asian Bodybuilding and Physique Sports Championship 2022 in Maldives, on the 15th to the 21st of July 2022, our bodybuilder Buddha Anak Aceh succeeded to bag gold, and his counterpart Dr. Malvin Abdullah won silver in senior men 65 kg and men masters 80 kg. The Zulfikar brothers bring us proud in their respective categories in Muay Thai Championship. During the World Youth Muay Thai International Championship held in Kuala Lumpur from the 10th to the 21st of August 2022, Johan Razali bin Zulfikar secured champion in his class, while his brother Elias Razali bin Zulfikar was also champion during the Thailand International Invitational Muay Thai Championship in Lumpini Stadium, Bangkok on the 5th of November 2022. It was just this month. Other results are Bryson Ting Teo Leung, who won bronze in men's team recurve during the Asia Cup Stage 1 Archery Championship held in Phuket, Thailand on the 14th to the 19th of March 2022. Our disabled athletes did their share in the Commonwealth Games 2022, or known as the 22nd Commonwealth Game in Birmingham, United Kingdom, between the 28th of July and 8th of August 2022. Boni Bunyao Anak Gustin in men's lightweight secured gold and set new game record. In Pyeongtaek 2022 Asia Oceania Open Championship in Korea, on the 15th till the 20th of June 2022, again Boni Bunyao Anak Gustin managed to collect another 2 gold. During the ASEAN Para Games 2022 held in Solo, Indonesia, from the 30th of July till 6th of August 2022, our swimmers in S5 swimming category Muhammad Nur Saiful bin Zulkifli also secured gold in 50 meters freestyle and 100 meters freestyle and set a new game record for both events and silver in the 200 meters freestyle. While Muhammad Adib Iqbal bin Abdullah in S14 swimming category also grabbed gold in 50 meters freestyle and 100 meters breaststroke. In 50 meters freestyle, he set a new game record. In the S10 swimming category, Fredin Dawan collected gold in 100 meter butterfly, 400 meter freestyle and 200 meter individual medley. During the ASEAN Para Games 2022, our archers, Wiro Anak Julin, managed to grab gold compound, men open doubles, while our power lifter Nicodemus Mangoy and Brian Junensi Anak Gustin both managed to grab gold. Last but not least, our deaf athletes took part in the first Southeast Asia Deaf Game 2022 in Kuala Lumpur on the 21st till the 27th of November 2022. In the game, only 4 events being contested. They are futsal, athletic, 10-pin bowling and badminton. Our 10-pin bowlers managed to grab silver in women individual event through Siu Sing Hee and Seong Mui Hong, and Siu Sing Hee bronze in the team event. Sport development programs. Among the initiatives of the sports development program is to produce as many as possible talented backup athletes who can replace present senior athletes in major tournaments in future. This is the continuation of effort to sustain or improve the achievement of present athletes in Malaysia Games or Sukma Games, SEA Games, Asian Games, Commonwealth Games, or even in the Olympic Games. Many programs have been planned and carried out, focusing on nurturing our young athletes to achieve world-class level representing the nation and Sarawak. Besides, my ministry is also committed to developing our local coaches with better and latest knowledge and approaches in coaching, skill producing world-class athletes throughout the year. Identifying and developing young talents to produce athletes who can achieve triumph at national and international level is utmost important. Therefore, we must allow the sports to invest more in its development, particularly at grassroots level. And thus provide opportunities for the sports to grow. The long-term athletic development model is a framework for an optimal training, competition and recovery schedule for each stage of athlete development. Coaches who engage in this model and its practices are more likely to produce more athletes who reach their full athletic potential. The general long-term athlete development model suggests that athletes will move through specific stages of development on their way to optimal elite performance. As to this date, there are 276 sport development centers throughout the state of Sarawak with a total of 6,032 athletes. These centers are established in Sarawak Sports Corporation facilities, schools, private premises, assisted by our 339 coaches of various disciplines. Among the development centers, there are 201 beginners elite centers or Pusat Elite Permulaan with 4,368 athletes and guided by 220 coaches. In these centers, the athletes were taught and coached with basic skills. Then they will be elevated by their coaches based on whether they have mastered the necessary skill before being promoted to the next level of training skill. Whereas in the excellent elite centers or Pusat Elite Cemerlang, the athletes are being developed to acquire skills in the technical and tactical aspect of the games to compete at higher level tournaments. At this moment, we have 75 excellent elite centers or PEC with a total of 1,664 athletes with 119 coaches. They are the ones who will be representing Sarawak to contest in the coming Sukan Malaysia or Sukan Sukma and other national and international tournaments. In 2022, our implementing agency, the Sarawak Sports Corporation, has conducted a series of programs as follows. Talent Development Program. This continuous talent identification and development program are to identify and select the most promising children as athletes of the future, to provide them with specialized training and preparation for expert performances in sports from an early age. The program tends to be linear, emphasizing the number of hours spent in specialized training. This process enhances self-regulation processes of perception and action, as well as emotional control and social interaction, all which support sports performance at sub-elite and elite levels. Considering implication of adopting such principles for developing athlete functionality in specific performance environment, a total of 712 young athletes from 16 different sports have been recognized during conducting this program. Sports science is a discipline of science that is related to the improvement of sport performance and may range from applied sports science to basic sports science. Several sports science courses and programs have been conducted at various levels throughout Sarawak, hoping to upgrade our local coaches in sports science approaches in their daily coaching program. With basic sports science knowledge, coaches can make more objective judgment in their coaching process rather than solely relying on their personal experiences as coaches and former athletes. We have conducted one sports science level 1 course which involved 43 of our local coaches and held in coaching, while 2 sports science level 2 courses with 72 coaches held in Kuching and Cebu respectively. Comprehensive coach education program have been conducted by my ministry for this year. These formal programs have similarities in contents and are typically structured around courses for general coaching theory, sport-specific techniques and tactics, and supervised coaching practices. For the awareness on the use of controlled substance among athletes, anti-doping seminars were held in Kuching, Cebu, Miri in August 2022, involving 39 coaches and 231 athletes being conducted. In addition, my ministry has successfully organized a series of tournaments or competition at state level, giving more opportunities to participate and gain game experience in competitive tournaments. Among the tournaments that have been successfully organized are the second SSC FAS Football League 2022 from July until December 2022. The second Kejalang Sepak Takraw League 2022 from early November till December 2022. And the first SSC Sarawak Junior Badminton Circuit throughout the year. In June until December 2022, the first Hornbill Indoor Hockey League 2022 and the first SSC Swimming Tournament were held throughout the state. Other sport tournaments also being held in one-day events. The way forward 2023, there is a vast difference between elite athletes of today compared to those from previous generation. The rules and objectives of the sport may be similar, but the processes undertaken to be the best in the world are markedly different. To be an elite sport person requires a combination of technical and tactical skill, physical capacities, and vast reserve of psychological and emotional strength. Every sport requires careful, precise execution of skill. High performance refers to the point at which a sport commences the organized identification of talent and implement systematic programs to develop talents and maximize potential. In the coming years, my ministry will be focusing more on upgrading high-performance units with appropriate and latest equipment, qualified personnel, and upgrading sports science services to furnish with good approaches and advantages to our athletes. Sports science services are namely sport nutrition, strength and conditioning, performance analysis, sport psychology, and sport medicine. To provide more understanding and effectiveness among our athletes, the high-performance services will emphasize beyond the senior elite program athletes. That is, to focus as early as in the development program athletes. This will give advantages to our existing development athletes and coaches to be more equipped with future challenges. In preparing Sarawak for SUKMA 2024, my ministry through Sarawak Sports Corporation has developed more aggressive and special programs to focus on selected athlete pools for Sarawak. This program will provide qualified and experienced coaches plus strategic training programs to produce quality backup athletes. Other initiatives are intensifying the base with opening more centers of the beginners elite program. The focus of these centers is to identify pool potential untapped talent athletes. The centers are not only centralized in the urban areas but also in the rural areas such as in Kapit, Baram, Belaga, Betung, Daro, Lubuk Antu and Gedong, whereby the talented athletes can be identified or discovered. My ministry is also embarking into athlete welfare, whereby they can continue their studies in both local and overseas universities and colleges without interrupting their sports training program. This will give assurance to our athletes their pathway will not be jeopardized in achieving their personal goals and our sport vision. This will also give added confidence level to parents in supporting with sport career and academic qualification. A total of 69 of our former athletes have engaged in our future coaching programs with Sarawak Sports Corporation and other states in Malaysia, while 26 of our former athletes have been accepted working with local companies. For those athletes pursuing future studies, my ministry has assisted 180 athletes at local universities. Sukan Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur 2022. Sukan Malaysia MSN 2022 Games was held on the 16th to the 24th of September 2022. Sarawak contingent participated in 31 sports, which consists of 16 compulsory sports category, 15 selective sport category, and 2 demonstration sport category, which is Kabaddi and Silambang. In this 20th edition, Sarawak contingent did an impressive 4th overall position, winning 32 gold, 43 silver, and 52 bronze medals. Sarawak contingent consists of 731 officials, comprising of 564 athletes, 58 sport managers and officials, and 109 coaches. Our gold medal tally derives from archery, athletic, 10-pin bowling, diving, golf, tennis, boxing, and indoor volleyball. Challenges and the way forward. The vision of Majlis Sukan Negeri Sarawak, or MSNS, of becoming the nation's sport powerhouse poses the biggest challenge. For a start, MSNS will assume a proactive role in the improvement of sports in the state to brace itself for the challenge. In order to achieve the sport powerhouse, MSNS and SSC, or Sarawak Sports Corporation, will embark on a strategic master plan for high-performance sports in 2030, which is in line with PCDS. Against such a backdrop, it acts as the catalyst for spurring Sarawak sports to greater height. Moreover, with the strong spirits of cooperation, commitment and strong faith in impersonal ability, good understanding and support for efforts to achieve our vision shared by each and every Sarawakian, success is inevitable. Tan Sri, Dato' Amar Speaker, Youth Entrepreneur Development. My ministry is planning to implement various programs related to entrepreneurship, such as courses, seminar, workshop, mentorship, co-working spaces, business incorporation support, and market access specific to the youth through design thinking programs, entrepreneurship events with schools and higher institution, learning institution are also organized to inspire youth and develop more startup ideas and solutions. In addition, various accelerator programs will be organized to accelerate the growth of startup and social enterprises. At the same time, capacity building program and access to experienced entrepreneurs and industry experts are also carried out to equip youth with the knowledge, skill and network to succeed, especially in the digital economy. Youth Entrepreneur Set Up, or YES program throughout Sarawak in 5 divisions, that is Miri, Sibu, Lembang, Bintulu and Sri Aman, which is participated by 1,888 youth, where it provides early exposure to youth in the field of entrepreneurship. Through the YES program, it has benefited the youth in terms of, firstly, to motivate the youth to venture into entrepreneurship. Secondly, engagement session with the relevant agencies such as District Office, local authorities, and Sarawak Economic Development Corporation, or SCDC, to provide guidelines for business registration, business licenses, and financial and equipment assistance. Thirdly, to collect data on youth interest in business sectors. And fourthly, to design advanced and specific entrepreneur programs based on the data that has been collected. And fifthly, collaboration program with relevant agencies such as the Ministry of International Trade, Industry and Investment Sarawak, Mintrade, MyTrade, SCDC and Bank Kerjasama Rakyat Malaysia Berhad. Based on data collected from the YES program participant and town hall session, the main issues faced by youth entrepreneurs are, firstly, insufficient number of premises and also relatively high rental rate. Secondly, the premise provided available are not in strategic location. Thirdly, complicated procedures and documentation required for licensing purposes. Fourthly, business startup capital and equipment assistance. And fifthly, more on entrepreneurship upskilling courses, programs and events. Aside from the YES program, YES and financing, Jom Start Business, Rombak Bundle, Jom Jadi Toke, Entrepreneurship, Pocket Talk, Belia Kitchen and Entrepreneurship and program Belia Burgerpreneur have been implemented throughout 2022 to enhance the function on promoting and developing entrepreneurship among the youth. Benchmark visits have been done at national and international events in Malaysia, such as Pameran Pertanian Horticulture dan Agro Pelancongan ataupun MAHA 2022, Malaysia International Halal Showcase or MIHAS, and Franchise International Malaysia or FIM 2022. My ministry also visited specific agencies which specialize in startup entrepreneurship, such as Accelerate Global, Startup Malaysia, and SME Corporation Malaysia. Through this program, young entrepreneurs would be able to, firstly, accelerate the growth of startup and social enterprises. Secondly, to equip them with the knowledge, skills, and network to succeed in entrepreneurship. Thirdly, to create network with startup founders and entrepreneurship ecosystem. Fourthly, to explore cooperation and partnership in providing solutions, implementing new innovation and branding opportunities into existing business models. Just around the corner, we are organizing Mindset Entrepreneur Development, roundtable discussion among the higher learning institutions and agencies which aim to collect data and plan future entrepreneurship program targeting early youth. Other entrepreneurship development programs which will be implemented next year, it aims the youth to improve their entrepreneurial skills. Through such a program, the skill needed to properly run a company are learned among individuals. Often, people can have knowledge, but polishing and incubation is necessary that are provided by the entrepreneurship development program. Yes, will be continued again and to be organized in all parts of Sarawak by having different sections or modules in educating and conveying information that coincide with current business needs. Other programs that are to be implemented in the future are program Bina Jaringan Rangkaian Industri, Youth Business Challenge, Youth Entrepreneur Carnival, Business Management and Upskilling course, Packaging and Branding course, and E-commerce and Digital Marketing course, which aim to encourage youth in making business as a career. Financial assistance is also to be considered in the form of grant, startup grants and business development grant, and loan, youth business loan and youth advance loan for the youth in entrepreneurship. Apart from that, the ministry is also planning to establish youth business center in Kuching, Sibu, Bintulu, and Miri, which will provide a business and entrepreneurship information platform in the specific sectors towards the digital economy. Tan Sri Dato' Amar Speaker, development projects. My ministry has been ardent in encouraging and supporting athletes and sportsmen to accomplish their mission to win and to leave the name of the country in the eyes of the world. We are lucky that the continuous effort by the state government have benefited, especially in strengthening communities, promoting social bonds, and supporting youth in the urban and rural areas throughout the division. This is in accordance with the PCDS 2030, social inclusivity, which will be enhanced by narrowing urban and rural development with greater urban-rural economic integration, capacity building, and community participation for sustainable development. Sport facilities are an integral part of physical activity. The state government has taken steps to construct and provide sport facilities throughout the division and district level in line with the 9 strategic trust initiatives, that is, developing and upgrading sport facilities. With 20 Project Rakyat and 12 Malaysia Plan physical project approved, the ministry paving a path in providing the locals, especially youth, rural communities and sportsmen a conducive, safe and standard sport facilities. At the present, a total of ringgit Malaysia 242.6 million has been approved under Project Rakyat and 12 Malaysia Plan to be implemented under projects and programs throughout the state. The projects and programs under Project Rakyat are in various stages of implementation in parallel with the Strategic Trust 9, that is enhancing culture, youth and sport development. My ministry and its implementing agencies, JKR and SSC, will continue to work together in ensuring all projects under Project Rakyat 12 Malaysia Plan will be implemented and completed as scheduled. My ministry understands the needs of the communities in the rural areas, especially our youth, athletes, sport enthusiasts and local communities in rural and district to have better access to facilities for leisure as well as for training. Tan Sri Dato' Ahmad Speaker, in line with the Ministry's mission to provide, nurture and execute a holistic youth development program, 3 youth camp, namely Camp Belia Pueh, Camp Belia Kemunyang, Camp Belia Muka, have been approved under 12 Malaysia Plan for upgrading and enhancement. At present, Camp Belia Pueh is expected to complete in December 2022. The tendering exercise for Camp Belia Muka and Camp Belia Kemunyang will be in early January 2023. The objective of youth camp is to provide a venue for organizing activities and programs to build up a generation of youth that is confident, cultivating spirit of unity and determination to counter challenges in life. Apart from that, it is also to inculcate the sense of togetherness and close rapport among youth from various social and racial backgrounds. Since the opening of the 3 youth camp in 1997, it has benefited schools, higher institutions, higher learning institutions, government departments and agencies, NGOs, private entities, as well as general public. The camp provide different type of modules of training, such as modul latihan kecemerlangan remaja, modul latihan kepimpinan remaja, modul latihan belia millennial, dan wellness camp. For the record, from 2020 until October 2022, the 3 youth camp has accepted 4,295 participants. The camp is charging minimal fees for participants to provide an affordable rate to encourage and promote the facilities for public usage. To ensure that the youth camp will continue to attract participants, my ministry has included the upgrading work of new zip tower inclusive of flying folk and wall climbing, outdoor educational activities apart from existing outdoor activities such as kayaking and jungle trekking. Other than sport facilities, Dewan Suara and youth camp, my ministry is also taking care of 3 youth hostels, namely Asrama Belia Serike, Asrama Belia Kapit, and Asrama Belia Limbang. The purpose of these facilities is to provide an affordable accommodation or lodging, especially to students, teachers, and athletes from the rural areas while attending games, competition, and training. From 2020 until 2022, we have accepted 51 bookings involving 4,570 applicants. For example, the locality of Asrama Belia Serike is nearby to Complex Sukan Serike and is always being used as Sukma, Suksa and school yearly sports tournament, training and competition ground for the central region. My ministry has also actively rendered great help during our difficult time in fighting the pandemic by assisting the state government in providing venue for COVID-19 prevention and control facilities. For the record, my ministry assisted in arranging the 18 sport complexes and mini stadium, 12 Dewan Suara, 3 youth camp and 2 youth hostel being utilized as pusat kuarantin dan rawatan COVID-19 berisiko rendah atau PKRC, Pusat Pemberian Vaksin atau PPC, and COVID-19 Assessment Center or CAC, and also shelter for flood victims throughout the state. Till then, my ministry is still committed in providing and assisting the state by creating safer environment and facilities for all walks of life. The establishment of Dewan Suara in each division is to provide venue for the organization of social, cultural, religious and sport activities involving all walks of life. Since its opening, it has fostered national integration, goodwill and understanding among all the communities in the state. Dewan Suara Kuching, which was built in 1988, is one of the popular sport among city folks as recreational park for jogging, walking, skateboarding, futsal, volleyball, basketball, silat, tai chi, mountain bike riding and many more, as the environment is safer, friendly for public usage and free of charge to all. With that, my ministry will continue to execute the maintenance action plan by phases for the Dewan Suara in every division by prioritizing the sustainability of the premise. For the social needs. Since the opening of the Dewan Suara after pandemic COVID-19, the tour of Dewan Suara in the state has received 3,454 total bookings involving 409,036 public participation in various events. But nonetheless, the impact in terms of higher level of community engagement that has contributed in building deeper, stronger and more trusting relationship between public organization and communities is undeniable. The proposed setup of MySet Youth Center in every Dewan Suara is another initiative by my ministry to attract youth, to encourage participation and giving moral support to the youth in social, sports and entrepreneur activities. In line with the PCDS, under the strategic thrust to accelerate the economic development by optimizing use of assets, such as using the existing building space for productive activities, Dewan Suara Negeri Kuching will be pioneer for the MySet Youth Center pilot project to create a conducive and technology-based platform for youth and local communities and also as information centers. Tan Sri Dato' Amar Speaker, my ministry is also tasked to plan, develop and maintain facilities in accordance with the needs of sports development. Based on the current sports development in Sarawak, the potential talent to be uncovered from the grassroots level could make waves in due course and show remarkable improvement with the necessary strategic plan in place. In order to achieve our target of quality athletes, my ministry has included upgrading of Stadium Sarawak and refurbishment of existing sport facilities to comply with relevant international standard recognition in order for our agency, SSC, to host international events in the future. For example, Borneo International Games and renowned international sports event. The development of sports complexes in Sarawak has been gathering pace for the past few years as part of the state effort to groom new talents and provide a solid groundwork for the growth of athletes in the region. My ministry has constantly taken up productive measures to ensure sustainability of sport complexes by maintaining the facilities in a practical manner and safe to be utilized by the community. While there is an increasing demand from the society to live a healthy lifestyle with various sport facilities being played nowadays, my ministry has strategically laid out and implemented corrective remedy as well as preventive maintenance plan for the sport facilities. Transitioning into the year of 2023, my ministry through our agencies, SSC, have been working to improve and enhance the current essential building maintenance work and services. Apart from that, both Stadium Negeri and Stadium Sarawak are integral venues for the development of sports, especially in hosting domestic and international sporting events. Hence, Sarawak Sports Corporation has been proactively and determined to provide quality electrical and air conditioning system, minimizing any breakdown with its contractual schedule maintenance. In ensuring safety requirements, SSC is committed to continuously promote safe venues to be used by the communities with the planned fire protection system rectification work for both stadiums. In addition, Sarawak Sports Corporation is also looking into refurbishing Stadium Perpaduan and Stadium Negeri. While executing the maintenance action plan, SSC is prioritizing the sustainability of the premises to serve the community for their social needs. To minimize downturn while opening to the public usage, the maintenance work will be done in phases. Issues raised by ahli-ahli yang berhormat on matters related to Ministry of Youth, Sports and Entrepreneur Development Sarawak. Tan Sri Dato' Amar Speaker, I would like to thank ahli-ahli yang berhormat daripada Bukit Semuja, Meradung, Setakan, daripada Repuk, Daro, Tamin, Tanjung Batu, Ngemah, Satok, Baleh, Katibas, Telian, Bukit Asik, Kerian, Selangau, Kelakar, Simunjan and Beting Maru for their issues, proposal and suggestion raised in relation to youth, sports and entrepreneur program, sport facilities such as sports complexes and youth centers. My ministry will look into the needs to build, upgrade and improve the existing sports facilities and youth centers towards the state. We will propose to include refurbishment of these sport facilities in the mid-term review under the 12th Malaysia Plan. My ministry will take necessary steps and action to study the proposals and whichever necessary and feasible to incorporate them into future plans according to their respective merits and priorities. The government has always strived and committed to formulate various youth sports entrepreneurship development programs in whole of Sarawak to produce youth and athletes who are healthy, competitive and free from social ills. In conclusion, Tan Sri Dato' Amar, Speaker, I would like to take this opportunity to thank Tan Sri Dato' Amar and all staff of the Dewan Undangan Negeri for your excellent handling of all the Dewan proceedings. The State Secretary and all government departments, both at state and federal level, and not forgetting also the staff of my ministry for their hard work, commitment and dedication in giving the necessary support, inputs and information. I would also like to take this opportunity to wish all Christians in this August House a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year 2023 to all of us. And I would like to end my winding up speech for the Ministry of Youth, Sports and Entrepreneur Development with 3 rangkap pantun. Agi hidup, agi ngelaban. Untuk semangat zaman berzaman. Sasaran juara sukma harap hadapan. Persiapan atlet menjadi keutamaan. Belia aktif bertaraf dunia. Sukan untuk semua adalah visi. Menjana Sarawak ke mercu dunia. Misi mindset dapat direalisasi. Kilat Boy, our future fighter. Nation Sports Powerhouse, aspirasi Sarawak. Setinggi penghargaan Tan Sri Speaker. Terima kasih yang amat berhormat Premier Sarawak. Wabillahi taufiq wa hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Sekian, terima kasih.
Ali Muhammad, it's time to have a lunch break. Sitting resumes at 2:30 p.m.